Representative Kavanaugh, thank you so much for your time. This means the world to me.
Sure.
I have another friend of mine who joined me, just the two of us, but I just wanted to ask, because it's my understanding that you're one of the decision makers on HB 2596 on whether or when it gets read. Does that have?
I am not.
You're not.
The
Okay.
speaker, that's the speaker's call.
Okay.
It has not been assigned to my committee, so I have zero control over that bill.
Okay, well, can we ask for your vote on it? Because this is, of all the election integrity bills, this one has the most integrity and the most teeth. And it's,
Yeah, well, I think there are a lot of bills, by the way, that may be going through which contain parts of this. I haven't seen the bill. I haven't had staff discussion on it, so I really can't say until I see it. But with all the election bills we're doing, among many other bills that I'm doing, because I have a lot of election bills myself that are going through the system, I can't, read and comment on bills that haven't yet been assigned to me.
okay, so it has to be assigned by
Speaker.
by Speaker Bowers?
So the bill,
Yeah.
Mr. Kavanaugh, my name is Tracy. If I understand correctly, Bowers has to push it forward or it'll die. Is that correct?
Yeah, the speaker has to assign the bill to a committee or committees, and then it has to pass out of the committee or committees before it goes to the full chamber, where it's voted on, pass, fail. Then it goes to the Senate, and the exact same process gets repeated.
2596 has a lot of support. Isn't it 16 or 17 that have already signed on and more are?
Sponsors, yeah.
Sponsors,
We got like
yeah.
16
Yeah.
co-sponsors.
Let me tell you another factor that we weigh in here, and don't shoot the messenger.
Okay.
We have 16 Republicans in the Senate, 31 in the House. If any one Republican is against the bill, it's dead, because every Democrat will vote against any kind of our election security bills. Now, sometimes if there's only one or two Republicans off on the bill, we'll bring it forward in the hopes that they won't want to incur the wrath of the base and vote against it. But if a bill has 5, 6, 7 Republicans, it's doomed, unfortunately. And what I try to do is I sometimes try to resurrect the more palatable aspects of that bill and get that out. I'm working with Representative Fincham on one of his bills by removing some of the things that I know members would never support. And in fact, he's going to do an amendment to make it, something which we both think we can get out and pass. So
Well,
there's a certain amount of strategy involved in this stuff too.
I guess our bill, and it's real simple. 1 day, 1 vote in person on paper, and I use Fincham's ballots. That's ingenious, right? In person, no machines.
Well, yeah. Well, the Fincham thing is working a little bit different, where you'll have election day, but you'll also have absentee ballots if you can prove that there's a good reason why you can't be there. And then we're going to add 10 days of early voting centers, not drop boxes, but actual places where you go and it's a regular polling place, to make up for the fact that we're not giving everybody ballots.
Every time we add a cushion like that, you open the door to fraud. And that's why we
No. I'm not talking about there'll be no early ballots, and the people have to go to the election center with election workers, show their ID, fill out the ballot there, and cast it there, just like on election day. It's simply having 10 election days. Not the same number of places, less places, but convenient, so people can't claim that people won't get very upset with us because they have to wait on long lines on election day because there's no early ballot.
You know what? I'm really not concerned about people being upset with you, me, or anybody else. I'm concerned about securing the integrity of our elections.
Yeah. Well, how is it unsecure if we have the same procedures on election day a few days before? How is that not secure?
it just opens, there have been, if they open, if they inadvertently open them early, if they quote unquote get lost, there were too many anomalies that happened. Well,
we're not talking about early ballots. We're talking about people going in to regular polling places and voting like it's election day. ID, people checking, no mail, no drop boxes, none of that stuff.
Right. Well, at this point, we're a group of citizens that have worked really hard with Representative Fillmore to draft this bill.
No, I understand, but that bill hasn't been assigned yet, and I don't think, I think there'd be too many people against it. What's the sense of running a bill which is going to die? Then we have no security.
Well, why do you think too many people would be against it? When it's so
Because a lot of
logical?
people, because like 85% of the population, including Republicans, like early ballots. So if we're going to take them away, which I don't have a problem with, you still have to make it reasonably easy for them to vote, especially if they can't be here on election day.
That's another thing we talked about. I don't know if it made it into the bill or not, about making election day a holiday. But
Yeah.
I voted ahead because it was available. But
Yeah.
this past year, there were too many question marks, and so I hand carried my ballot in to one of the
Yeah.
polling, and we want precinct voting too. That's what's in there as well.
That's what we're talking about.
Precinct
The
voting.
vote would be precinct voting.
Does
We just wouldn't have every precinct open.
Does Fincham bill remove the machines, the calculating machines that can cause fractions?
I'm not sure.
Because
I'm
we've
not sure how
got,
we break that.
the machines that calculate that's a
Yeah.
huge red flag, and not a good
Yeah,
red
I
either.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, if there's, we've got to get rid of those machines.
Yeah. I'll ask him, but
Okay.
or you can contact him.
I definitely will.
I've made several attempts to have an audience with Mr. Bowers, and much to my dismay, not been successful. What?
I have
I'm sorry. What do we need to do as
We're Republicans.
constituents?
We're Republicans. We want to talk to
I don't-
Republicans.
You got to understand that we're 16, 31, and 1. And if we lose
Never
one
should
member in
have
the
happened.
House, one member in the Senate, or if the governor doesn't like it,
We heard the
all
same
effort
stuff,
goes
John,
down
when
the
we had the
tubes.
majority.
So it's just a matter of not overreaching.
I
That's
feel
the
like
reality.
I get it, but I heard the same thing when we had the majority, and I feel the slow walking, the heel dragging, and I feel like Bowers is being an obstructionist at this point.
Well, like I said, you got to call him on that.
I'd
Well,
be more
and-
than
and,
happy
you know,
to if
I-
you would return my call.
I know, I have
So,
called-
Pass the message.
I have called, emailed, I have actually physically gone to the building.
I can't do anything to make
I
him.
know.
I can't do anything to make him talk to you.
Once again, I want to
I
thank
felt
you for
accessible.
taking.
No, I appreciate your time.
No, I really appreciate your time.
Okay.
I appreciate your explanation of the process.
And anything that you could do, anything at all, John, would be
Just-
much appreciated.
Just know that we're begging you.
I will do what I can, and I will go as far as I can. All right?
Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time so much. Is that
Okay, thank you,
what is
thank
that
you.
Pennsylvania I hear in your voice? Where are you
What's that?
from? Where are you
New York.
from? You're in
New
New
York.
York. I could hear the East Coast. I'm from Connecticut originally, but
Okay, close enough to
Yeah.
where we are now.
yeah, I love Arizona. I am not going anywhere else. I love this state, and I'm trying to save it. I'm trying to say Arizona is red, and I want to keep it that way. All
We're going
right.
to get redder after the next election.
Please,
don't you
God,
worry.
make it so. All
Yes.
right. Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Kavanaugh. Really
All right.
appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.